In this video, I'll walk you through the steps of securing the root user and creating a separate IAM user for managing AWS services. Please open the console page and then navigate to the IAM service section. IAM stands for Identity and Access Management. On the main page of the service, you can see some security warnings. We will address the first one a little bit later. For now, go to the User section and then click Add Users. Here you have to type in the username. I will type in test user and then click Next. Then we need to assign policy to the user. Select the third box and then you can either attach an existing policy or create a new one. I will attach an existing policy called Administrator Access and then click Next. Scroll down and then click Create User. Cool, the user has been successfully created. Click on the user and now we are on the user's page. You can see some permissions assigned to a user, the groups that the user belongs to, some tags, and security credentials. There are multiple sections like Console Sign-in, MFA, and Access Keys section, and we will be creating an Access Keys. Select the first box, Command Line Interface, tick the last option, and then click Next. The tags are optional, we can skip them. And we've got access and secret keys. Let's copy them and store locally on our computer. Keep in mind, when you store your credentials, you should store them in the secure place, so that nobody can access them. Click Done. We can ignore this warning as we already saved the credentials locally. Here you can see the current status of the user. Console access is disabled for this user and the access key is active, but has never been used. Let's also enable the console access for this user. Click Enable Console Access. Select Enable and then select Custom Password. Type in the custom password and then click Apply. Now the console access has been enabled and we can see the status has changed. It is enabled but without MFA. First of all, let's enable MFA for our root user. Please get back to the main page of the IAM service, then click Add MFA. MFA adds an additional layer of security by requiring the user to provide an authentication code from a device like smartphone or hardware token. Click Assign MFA device. Here we need to type in some device name. I will type in root auth. And then select the first option, an authenticator app. Click Next. Now you have to install Authenticator app on your smartphone. You can select one of these applications. Also, I mentioned some applications in the GitHub repo. Personally, I use Duo mobile application. Once you install the application, open it, tap Add Account, and then you have to scan this QR code. The next step is to type in the password that was generated by the application. And then once the password has refreshed, type it in the second time. Then click Add the MFA and we're done. We just assigned MFA device for our root user. Let's do the same for our test user. But first of all, let's check the status of the security warning. Go to the main page and click Refresh button. Here we go, user has an MFA device attached. Now go to the users, click on the test user, then click on the warning, and then enable MFA. Here I will type in test user auth, and then select Authenticator app. Click Next. Then open your application, add an account, scan this QR code, then type in the first generated password, refresh it and type in the second one, and then click Add MFA. I can see that the status has changed. Now it is enabled with MFA. Let's log in under the test user. Before that, we need to save our account ID, log out of the root user, and click Log back in. This time we will be logging in under an IAM user. Enter an account ID, and then click Next. Here you have to type in username, it is test user, and then the password that we created for the console access. Then click Sign in. The last thing is to type in the MFA code generated by our Authenticator app. And now we are logged in under our test user. Let's get back to the IAM service. Click on Users. You can see that the last activity of this user was just now. And here you can see the status has changed. Last console sign-in was just today. And we are done. We have successfully created new user, and we assigned MFA device for our root user as well as new user. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.